So hello everybody, the Akai madness continues and I support now also the Akai CD format, but you need to have this already as a file, so I don't want to tinker with any drivers or CD-ROM drivers, so you need to have an ISO file. So that's normally the ending, could also be a different one like IMG or something like this, which contains the actual data from the CD-ROM. And this can be detected if you select here ISO file on the left, then it will scan for files ending with ISO. It can also detect Roland files, but I cannot yet read them. If someone has some information about them, please tell me down in the comments where to find them. So let's show you that first with Roland. So if we have some Roland ISOs, it says it's Roland S7XX, but it cannot read it. But nevertheless, you get the info. If you have no idea what this ISO is about, you will get at least an information what's in it. But let's check out now all these different old Akai samplers so we can read the original S1000 introduced this format, so you have to connect a CD-ROM drive via SCSI, and then you could read such a CD-ROM into the S1000. And there was also this insane keyboard version of that, which could do that as well. And there was a follow-up model, the 1100, with a little bit of more features, and then the new series, the 3000 series, which contained the 2800, 3000 and 3200 models. They enlarged the format a little bit, so it got more parameters, but basically it's the same thing. And even the old one, S1000, got a last update, which made it possible to read the newer format as well for that model. And there was also an update of that series, which got an XL version of that, and also the very crappy S3000, which I had for exactly 1 week, and then brought it back to the music shop because it was really unusable with that little display. So let's have a look at that, how that works. So as I said, it detects these ISO formats, and I also have some example files there, and then you can say analyze or convert, as I've said, but let's simply do analyze. And it says then processing the ISO disk format, and it detected the correct format, and then it reads all the different files and you are ready to convert them. Yeah, I also noticed some CDs also has some missing samples, which we can deal with that. Nevertheless, the process continues anyway, and at least you get the stuff that's working out of it. Yeah, and there was another funny thing. It was the MESA editor, which allowed you to edit these samplers. So the version 2 supported these newer models for editing via good old MIDI sample dump. And this had also its own format. It was called S3P, and it did nothing more than simply store the MIDI sysx messages which it received. It stored them in a file, and this was called S3P. And also this format can be read now by ConvertWithMoss. And here's an example how that looks. Here is such an S3P file, and the WAV files are simply separate from this format, so pretty easy to read and to use. And you can detect it now as well here in ConvertWithMoss if you select Akai MESA for that type, and then you can run that as well. Yeah, let's give that a go. So I think in there we have some of these files. You can do analyze, and there's several files found in there which you can then also convert into different formats. So much for this older format. I don't know about this CAT format, if this is quite different or if it's basically working, because I couldn't find any examples. So if I have an example of a diskette which you did already copy from the diskette, then I would like to have a look at that as well. Again, write me down in the comments. And until next time, make some funky music.